Happy Thirsty Thursday, fish keepers. Bit down, Queensland got absolutely humped last night, but that's okay. I'm about to jump into 3 Idiots Talk Aquariums recording studio, which is also known as my office. We're going to record the 3 Idiots Talk Aquariums podcast, and we're going to crack on with a brilliant Thursday, because at the end of the day, I'm still here, I'm still breathing, I'm still playing with fish, so the loss to Queensland's okay. And I'm not even Australian, so hey, it is what it is. Anyway, let's get on with the day. Let's record a podcast. Ryan, give me a wave. You got a wave. Matt, you got a wave. Wave. 3 Idiots Talk Aquariums. Something new's happening. Ryan, stop being a knob end. Ryan. Alright, we're about to go live.
Steve Blines when he comes back.
I'm down for that. Come on, Ryan. Give us a wave, Ryan. Give us a wave. Yay! 3 Idiots Talk Aquariums podcast with a bonus guest today, or a new guest, or a new host. Done and dusted. It went pretty well. Check it out on Facebook, YouTube. It'll be available on our podcast player on Sunday. Guess what was a bit of a bonus when I saw this morning? It was this. Look at that. All 4 lights are on. No more power saving today. Oh, how good. We've got some lights going on. Happy days. Just made up some of the good stuff for Pashi eGarpo Explorer. Was going to add some flubendazole to it to get rid of all the snails that are annoying me in the corridors tanks. But I figured because I'm going away for a few days, so I don't want to be dosing flubend and not being able to keep an eye on what was going on with it. So just straight up goodness, eGarpo Explorer. Once it's dried out, I'll feed that out. Unfortunately, we didn't quite make enough this week. I'm feeding it pretty heavy at the moment in the cories to try and induce some spawning, get some females ready. So I'm going through it like a freight train, but this will be enough to feed out the entire shop for the day, and yeah, that'll basically be what they get today. Now I'm rambling. On with the next task. I'm going to have to top the sump up out the back for the sales tank, so I think I might top this bad salve up at the same time, just to get me through for the next few days. Then I'll do a proper water change on it next week. Beginning to get a little bit frustrated how this sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. I can assure you it's 100% on me, and it's probably something as simple as cleaning this up and keeping the water level high enough. But we'll tackle that as that comes. Also, we're going to get quite frustrated at this black bed algae. It's like one algae that I just really don't like for the best case. So I think I'll begin trying to get rid of this out of this aquarium sometime soon. It's just frustrating me a little bit. It's not taking over or anything like that, it's just I don't want it to take it over. And little bits like this, it's just going to do that. So I'll work out the best method to deal with that, and then I'll begin dealing with this black bed algae pretty soon, so it doesn't take over. Very much love this aquarium. Gutted that my dwarf aquarium lily melted, because now there's a big hole in the corner. The longer I've been standing here looking at this tank, the more I think the filter's being a bit of a dick at the moment, as we can hear. So I guess it's time for a cleanup. Wasn't part of the agenda today, but I'm going to have to make it work, because fish tanks no filters aren't the most ideal thing in the world. On the agenda today, I totally forgot that I had a notice board. Hey! If you're in Nelson, get amongst it. My middle child is doing some fundraising for a trip to Italy, where she's going to be representing New Zealand in her chosen sport of speed skating. Get amongst it, everybody. If you're a local breeder in Nelson, come check a wee flyer up with your name, your phone number, and that kind of stuff, and what it is you're breeding. We'd love to help the community and support everybody here locally. And also, if you're in the Tasman Aquarium Club and you're watching this, feel free to chuck some banners and flyers up, get some people involved in that as well. So, we've got one of these. Look at how good I am at putting things on straight. Just like I bought one. Looks great from my house. One of the rad things about the Oase filter units is that you can take the pre-filters out, give them a clean up, and that often is enough to stop all the clogging. I'm hoping that cleaning it out with the pre-filter, topping it up, will get everything going again just nicely, and it'll stop that awful rattling noise, and the filter will be pumping. Oops, Didn't close it properly before I opened all the valves. Good one, Richard. Job done! Go me! Cool, we're going. Silly CO2 things floated back up. I'll deal with that in a minute. No noise, everything's pumping along. It makes me an extremely happy local fish shop owner. Alright, just been through and fed everything up with some Repashy. Just going to run through and top up a few tanks. This is one of them. I'm not getting a chance to do a water change obviously this week, so disappearing. I'll be on priority for next week. I'll top up the Corys and the live bearers in the corner, and I'll top up the sump in the shop. And that should do for the weekend, and then I'll be able to give them a big water change on Monday. Taking some of the white tuxedo platters from out the back, brought them in here, a little bit small. They should get a bit bigger in here pretty quickly. A little bit more attention goes into some of these tanks than some of the grow out tanks. I haven't seemed to sell very well, I'm not sure why. I think they're quite a pretty fish. Hopefully having a few more in here will give a bit more of a dramatic effect, so to speak, and a few more people will see them and they'll be keen on them, because again I think they're quite a nice fish. Nice wee platy, so hopefully we sell a few more with them being out here. Also cleaned out the blue coral, blue calico, whichever way you want to call it, the tank. Again, another nice fish, but I didn't need two of essentially the same fish out the back between them and the greens, so in they came. Lovely platy. Don't expect these to last too long, but never fear, we've got some very similar ones sitting out the back already as well. So cleared that out. I'm not going to move the rest from out the back today, I'll do that next week. Just want to make sure there is no fry left over, there's no chance of anything crossbreeding, all that kind of stuff. So just double check everything is where it needs to be, and then on Monday we'll move some more fish out the back. Still plenty more of these white tuxedo platies cruising along out the back here. I might take another scoop and put them in as well, another 10 or so in there. I'm not sure if they're on the website. If they're not, please someone tell me to do it. If they are, please somebody buy some, because they're a cool little fish. In fact, I'll double check now if they're on the website. Hold the line, caller. The answer to that question is no, they're not on the website, which is probably the reason why they don't sell all that well, because there's only people coming into the shop and not everybody that comes to the website seeing them. I'm going to try and put them on this afternoon. We'll do that now, eh? That's a good idea, Cam. Do your job properly. Job done. Platies on the website. Go buy them because they're freaking cool. I do really like those fish. Right, now it's time for everybody's favourite part of the show, to go why Daddy takes off the plastic bag, and puts up some new ones. Dun 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 dun. Woo! I wonder if I can do this all with one hand and one take. Problems. Excuse my hand we've got there. Right. So that goes into there. Like it when you put it right there. Now, this is going to be the trickiest part. Holding it in. Now it's time for... now it's time for a Mission Impossible theme song. I'm committed to this now. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm just way too committed to this. Perfect. Just like it was meant to be. No cutscenes or anything. Look at that. How good. Easy as. Dun 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 dun. Job done! Woo!